Recently, KDKA News reported on an online romance scam that got the best of a local woman.
Yeah, this is sad.
Yeah.
State police say a man tricked a woman from Loyal, Hannah out of $45,000 after she met him online. He claimed to be from Denmark and asked for money, saying it was for his daughter. So the woman sent him the money via gift cards. When she got suspicious and then tried confronting him, he was gone, and so was her money.
Here with red flag warnings to keep others from being brokenhearted and broke from romance scams are our AARP Friday Broad Watch team, Mary Bach and Eileen Mazza. Here's the question that I have right off the bat. She gets suspicious after sending $45,000, only after sending that amount of money. How do we stop this to begin with?
She was probably so caught up in the emotion of the moment. And she had been so manipulated by this suitor that she thought she was in love with, that she really did not have all of her faculties about her.
Right.
And people think, like, I wouldn't fall for this, but it's a different thing when it's you and people are sending you that message and you want to hear that stuff. Like, tell us how this all starts. So it begins online. Typically online, and the person may be using a fake or a photograph of someone that they are not. Okay.
And so, yes.
What was that,
They
Eileen?
Photoshop.
Photoshop. So better looking, trying to,
yeah, beautiful.
Okay.
That's right. And they most often are out of the country. They may be in the military, or they claim they're doing business overseas. And those right off the bat are red flag moments, because it's a matter of trust. You know, do you trust that? And that's why we want people to really research the person they think they're talking to before they send money. The best tip is never send money to anyone ever that you have not met face to face.
I was going to say that should be number one.
Yes.
Number one, right?
But the problem is, they first of all, it doesn't happen just on a cold call, calling and saying, send me money. They build up a relationship with you. And it sometimes takes, they call repeatedly and talk to you and everything. And also, it's an emotional decision. They want you to make an emotional decision, not a logical one.
Right.
And all scams work that way. Make this emotional decision for me. But it's not a cold call. It's a long time relationship. They ask you questions. They know about your family. They know, you know, so you're
It
trusting
gets personal.
them.
Right.
Yeah.
And so another tip is, be careful about the information that you're giving out. Don't give out too much information too fast about yourself. And again, be just really careful about what you put on the internet.
What's very sad about all of this is most of the victims are over the age of 50, correct? And we're talking about probably retirement money. So
That's right.
And once that's gone,
It's gone. And Heather, I'm very sad to report as a woman that over 87% of the victims reported by the FTC of romance scams are women. And so I think that women, although it's an underreported scam, and maybe women are more, inclined to report, but still, women are extremely vulnerable. They want to find their soulmate. They want to think they found someone that they can spend the rest of their life with.
But we have met men that have lost
also
a substantial
well.
amount of money, but we don't think they report it. They're a little more
ashamed.
embarrassed.
Yeah,
about
so the
it.
embarrassment that comes along with it.
So be careful if they don't want to meet in person.
That's right.
Be careful if they want to move off the dating website right away.
Amen.
What else to be careful of?
Well, be careful if they're not calling you by your name. If they just refer to you as sweetie or babe, it may be that they're stringing along several people at the same time, and they don't want to get mixed up.
The name.
And it's something that simple to be alert to. Watch for bad grammar in a text or any kind of email message.
Yeah, or if they say they love you right away.
Yeah.
Amen.
That is a feeling that takes some
Yourself a
time to develop.
mystery. Keep your information a mystery. Don't give it out.
Right. That's a great tip. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here. Really good information. And thanks to AARP Fraud Watch for helping to keep us safe from scams in our area. You can also sign up for the AARP Fraud Watch Network or call the hotline if you have questions. You see the information right here on your screen right now. And thanks to AARP for sponsoring this series right here on PTL.
We hope that it helps some people out there who may need it.